All right, man. So let's talk about the LSU Tigers here for a little bit. This is a team that's quickly risen back to the tops of the SEC ranks. Coach Kelly has done a phenomenal job already in a short tenure, but this is a program known for doing whatever it takes to win. And the LSU Tigers have made a really awesome move that I think, whether or not it has a lot of effect on wins and losses, I think it's a great decision for the program because of the message it sends. Miles, I think this is really cool by LSU.
Yeah, Nick, LSU have been innovators from day one. They've done a lot of great things. You look at the locker room and facility that they've built, top notch stuff. They've done a lot of crazy things, like the airline style lounge seating they have in their locker rooms. Very, very, very innovative. Always on the cutting edge. So this story is going to be really, really great for the LSU fans. But LSU's always kind of seen things from a different perspective. They've always had an angle on things, and the fans are no different, Nick. So that's what I want to ask the LSU fans in the comments below. Give us your under the radar LSU takes, the takes that you have about the Tigers that you know to be true that everyone else might be missing out on. Let us know in the comments below. We're going to pick some of our favorites and we will share them with people on our next LSU video. But Nick, nonetheless, what is the big news down in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, Miles, when I first heard this report, it sent chills down my spine. But let's get right into it. This is from Fox News. Cooler heads will prevail once the 2023 college football season begins, at least for the LSU Tigers. Tiger Stadium is located in Baton Rouge, no kidding, which can easily get extremely humid and hot throughout the season. Again, no kidding. But here's the important part. The new helmets will have built-in air conditioning units. Yes, I'm going to repeat that again. New helmets will have built-in air conditioning units and are expected to help combat the uncomfortable conditions. A battery system that powers the air conditioners will have a 5-hour lifespan before it needs to be recharged. The football players will use the air-conditioned helmets for all practices and games in 2023. The helmets were created by a Louisiana-based company named Tiger Air. The air-conditioned units are expected to last up to 4 years. All right, Miles, I'm going to just blown away by this, right? The fact that you've got the LSU program and putting air conditioning in their kids' helmets, I think is absolutely incredible. Again, I don't know what level of impact it will have on Saturdays in competition, but I just love the idea of them thinking outside the box, trying to come up with any advantage any way you can legally, right? There's no rules against it. And I had to look at this company, Tiger Air, and it's actually a real company. This isn't some joke. This is 100% serious. Went to their website. They've got a couple really interesting products. They're fully designed to work with this company. All it does is create equipment for air conditioning for football players. This is what they do. So they're the experts in the field. And if you look at the price of this, it really isn't for LSU, not that much, right? You look at, according to the website, they're about $200 per unit retail. I'm assuming LSU is getting a bulk discount. So there you go. You go 100 helmets, 100 units, right? You can, $100 a unit. You sit there 50% off. You're looking at what? 50 grand, maybe something like that, if I got the math right. So again, for LSU, not too crazy of an investment for something that could be just earth shattering, like, brand new into the field. And that's what I love about LSU under Kelly. We talked about the NIL collective they set up, which I think was awesome. The investments they've done in their locker room are ridiculous. They seem to be on the cutting edge of everything in college football. And I don't know if this will land or become a long-term mainstay for the program, but it certainly is interesting. It certainly got us talking about it. You better believe recruits are hearing this, are interested. You better believe players are getting a kick out of this. And who knows, Miles, this could be the difference between maybe winning a game or losing a game in September or October. There's certainly no harm, no foul here. I love this from LSU. Give me your thoughts on this move by the Tigers, Miles. Is this crazy? Is this ridiculous? Or is this really genius here?
Yeah, Nick, this is a two-parter for me. There's two very important factors here. One you touched on, and I think it can't be overstated how important it is the recruits, they hear these stories, they hear these kind of things. No other team has been reported to be trying to figure out how to put air conditioning in their helmets. And like we're saying, the validity of the concept isn't really what we're arguing here. I'm sure it'll help some. Who knows to what degree it will be. But the way that LSU has been innovative, the way that they're showing that they think different, they're going all out to give their players any advantage whatsoever, even so much so as to put air conditioners in their helmets. Recruits got to see that and think, wow, this team really cares about their guys, and they're doing things no one else has even dreamed of thinking about to do that. And so I think this gives them a recruiting edge. I think this gives them a player morale edge. I think it gives them so many edges on the field. This is going to be the sharpest team out there, Nick. They're going to be absolutely crazy out there. But the second part is this concept isn't as crazy as it seems, because over the last few weekends, you saw all of these big races. You look at Formula One, you look at IndyCar racing. These guys have had air conditioning in their suits and helmets for a while now because of the extreme temperatures in those cars. There's not really that much need for an air conditioning unit in the car because it takes up way too much weight. But when you put one in the suit, it is a much, much lighter. So This has been a concept that's been bounced around multiple sports, and it stayed in IndyCar, it stayed in Formula One. So obviously it helps these guys. So like you said, this might not be as crazy as it seems because there's other sports that use this kind of technology. They seem to like it. And if it's safe enough to survive a Formula One car crash, I think it's safe enough to survive a football tackle. So I really like this concept, and I think LSU is really just being on the cutting edge of innovation here.
Yeah, and just to go over my math, just to make sure, because I was wrong the first time. So if they're $200 a pop, 100 helmets, right? You're looking at $20,000, assuming no discounts. Throw in a few spares, $25,000. So assuming no discount, $25,000 is a line item in the LSU athletic department budget, specifically for their football team. That is absolutely nothing. So this is like the ultimate, in my opinion, low risk, high reward move, and they're already reaping some of the benefits because of all the publicity. No matter how you look at it, Coach Kelly and company in LSU right now, they're definitely the most interesting team in the LS in all the SEC, and they may be the smartest team with how they've run their program over the last year or so.